What's up, comic community? Batcave Comics here to do my 100/200, might as well be 300 and almost 400 sub contest for Silver Age Dave. Killer channel, killer collection. If you haven't checked them out, it's definitely something you ought to do. Especially if you're into comics. Tons of information, tons of books, fantastic channel. So the rules, 18 and over, I am. Subbed, I am. It's getting a little late. I have to wake up early in the morning to go to work, like at 1:30 in the morning. So I'm going to try to make this video as quick as I can. First, super congratulations to, I think you're up to 360 subs already. And you started this 100 sub contest, what, a couple weeks ago? So you've just catapulted yourself in this community super fast, and it's all well deserved. He wanted us to show what we like to collect and how we file or store our collection. Well, my favorite era of collecting is gonna have to be the Bronze Age. I love Bronze Age comics. I mean, I love all comics, but Bronze Age is definitely my favorite. That's the era when I was, a kid, starting out collecting. And I love the artwork, love the stories, love all the characters. That era I'm just drawn to. So, to start off with, I showed in my last video my new comic shelf I built for my comics, but you're going to get another quick view of some of it. But here's some of the Bronze Age books I have, that I love to collect. And I always try to get them in the highest grade I can. I started collecting a lot of these higher grade ones probably about 10-15 years ago, and you can still get some of these Bronze Age in high grade, at a fairly decent price. So now would be the time to pick them up. I mean, that's for sure. But anyway, on this wall here, I have some of my commissions and some of my signature series books. Sorry. So I've definitely put a lot of my graded books up on this wall where I used to keep them all in boxes. But that's about half of my graded comics. And then down here, how I file my books. In this book I had all my signature series, and I keep them separated with cardboard. But half of them are on the wall now. But these are my other signature series comics. Right in here. I probably have about 10 or so signed by Stan Lee. And then others signed by various artists. But these are some of my other books that I had signed. And I've showed most of these in other videos. And then some of my other CGC books I keep in here. And I really like to keep, like I said, a piece of cardboard in between each one. Because it definitely helps you be able to pull your comics in and out of the box so much easier. They don't get scratched up on each other. They don't get tore up, and it just makes it a lot better when you're going through your collection and checking out books. So that's how I keep my CGC books if they're not on the wall. And then for my other unslab books, what I like to do is I take let's see, where'd it go? What'd I do with it? Sorry, I'm trying to find it. Oh, here we go. These little plastic dividers. I don't like using these because they're too hard. You can't really shut the box. And they end up getting fragile and this little tab snaps off. So what I do is I'll buy folders like this. Okay? You can get a pack of 100 or you can get color ones like these, which I like using better for like, I don't know, a couple bucks. And then I'll take one, I'll trace it out, cut it, just like the plastic one, but now you have a nice divider that you can fold back and it'll stay in place for the most part. But after that, I'll take a labeler and I'll label the series. And then I put them in alphabetical order. I pretty much don't separate Marvel from DC or Independent. I did before, but then I just put them all together. Now I do have other boxes, short boxes, that I keep some of my more valuable ungraded comics in. But as you can see, you know, this works out awesome. It comes out, especially with the colored ones, and then I'll flip every other one. That way you can get a good view of what's in the box, and it really files them nice and neat and looks like a nice professional job. And then the comics inside, I typically face them towards each other. That way they don't develop a spine roll or anything like that. Most of the time they stay nice and flat. And then I try not to pack my boxes too tight. You don't want them too loose either, or they tend to get a bend to them, but then you don't want them too tight. You know, you want them to where you can just barely kind of, you know, do that with them. Maybe a little bit tighter than that. But typically, if you keep your comics like that, they tend to stay in really great shape and don't really sustain any damage. And then the last thing I believe he he was requesting was a shout out from another YouTuber. So I'm going to shout out DS Comics. Fairly new YouTuber, well, real new YouTuber. He has, you know, a handful of videos, but he's got some good content. I think he only has 30 subscribers, maybe. So, guys, go check him out. Go sub him up. Give him some support. I mean, we all try to support each other in this community. And, you know, he could use some more subscribers. Like I said, I think he's at 30 now. And, you know, let's get him up there. Let's get him up at 100. I just passed 100 myself. I'm still trying to put together my 100 sub contest stuff. I've just been so busy at work and everything else. I haven't even been able to keep up on everyone's videos. And I'm trying to catch up on them, you know, as we speak. But anyway, guys, that's it. That's my entry. I've showed what I pretty much love to collect. I show how I store and file my comics. Some of that will probably change in the future. But as of right now, that's my setup. I hope you enjoyed it. Congratulations again, Dave. You earned every subscriber. Fantastic channel. And I'll be looking for your next video. Keep making them videos. I'll keep watching.